Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is more healing on the toxic, prickly love and abuse thereof. And basically, I received a bunch of guidance. A few days ago, I saw a triangle that I kind of ignored. I didn't really go into the details. And then I came across this. Osmos is making Middle Eastern food, and see all the symbols that they have refers to Egypt, right? It looks very Egyptian. So there's definitely a connection to ancient Egyptian lifetimes and timelines. And there was an abuse of power within a marriage or like lover type relationship. I think back in those days there were also other relationships that weren't actual marriages, but there were relationships with servants and so on. So it shall refer to all of those. However, in a lot of those, it was also about power, right? So like passion, but very easily that can be used and abused if you use sexual energies to manipulate the other person or gain power over them or anything like that, right? So then also today I got a very cool package in the mail today from a dear friend in New Zealand, and she included this chocolate in there, and the tiger stood out to me right away. And it instantly, like when I look at this image, is the tiger is power, and those two dark ones that are like more in the front, to me they look seductive, like seduction. And here's like the melted caramel, right? Because it's salted caramel dark chocolate. But it's like seduction, power, that kind of connection, passion, right? But not necessarily equal respect, right? So this is the toxic kind of love. And when that goes bad, it turns prickly, it turns hostile. Lots of anger, hate, and resentment builds. And this is the kind of stuff that if there was someone of a position of power, and that could be politically or also like metaphorically, that let's say it was a spiritual priest or priestess or someone like that who had magical powers, right? So they could easily be abused if the relationship turned sour, right? So then as part of the painting that I was doing, like painting my walls, some of the paint dried up and I saw some stuff in here. So the first one is this one. And on the one hand, I see a bird here flying away in that direction, like towards the left. But then I also saw, and this is a little harder to see, but looking down on the right side, like a witch with a long nose. And that to me meant, so there was dark magic being done, but we are in the process of flying away, like freeing ourselves. We're flying to freedom. And if you look at the bottom of this, I almost missed it, but it's also like all of this is on the back of a snake, right? So an evil snake. And then I had this other little bit of paint that dried and made me or it reminded me of the Sphinx. So again, an Egypt reference, right? So there is a timeline and at least one lifetime in ancient Egypt that we need to heal from, where there was a very dark, toxic abuse of power based on love gone wrong. And yeah, I think that's it. I felt guided to include a little dragon here, right? So if I forget to call them in, they're still part of my spirit team anyhow, but just so that you're aware of that, okay? So let's smudge and get started. I'm doing it the easy way today because I didn't want to dig for the longer ones. This one works too. Okay, actually that works really well. Please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies and reconnect us to the pure divinity within us and all around us. And transmute all these dark energies that are surfacing at the moment. Help us close those timelines from those ancient lifetimes. Help us fully and completely heal from those. Oh, thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. I was already kind of getting into the ceremony. Sorry. Let me officially call in the spirit guides. Okay. Dear Creator, higher power, source and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all four directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all four elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light, and especially the great spirit of the dragon that is of the light. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Oh. One thing I forgot is that even after cooking these bitter melon gourd vegetable rings, well, I had cut them into rings, they still taste bitter. So there's definitely still a lot more bitterness that needs to be healed and released. Please pull all anger, hurt, pain, suffering, all bitterness, resentment, blame, guilt, shame, and any and all hate and other dark emotions out of us. And cast it into the light to be bound until fully bound, broken, and neutralized until fully healed and transmuted into pure divine love light energy, and then returned to source for reintegration. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. We've been dealing with these toxic, nasty energies for many lifetimes. And it is time to let it go fully and completely, to no longer have them continue in other lifetimes. Let all these invasive energies that are right up in our face from these toxic lifetimes and timelines be pulled out of us. Possessiveness and all other power games and struggles and just a pure display of power shall be pulled out of us and released into the fire. Bless us and them in all lifetimes with love. We forgive them for all the wrongdoings that they've done to us. And we forgive ourselves for any wrongdoings that we may have done as well. And we release all of that into the light. Let it float away into the light to be returned to source for reintegration. Freeing all of us now and forever from these old karmic patterns and cycles and black magic. It shall all be broken and burnt. And I don't actually have a stick handy now, but by burning the string, let any and all black magic associated with this now and forever be burnt away, and let any and all toxic patterns in our love life, in our love connections, in our relationships, marriages, common law partnerships, etc. be fully and completely broken. And done. It is burnt away from us. That connection, that karmic cord is now and forever cut, burnt away, cinched away, and done and finished. Throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other lifetimes that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward, but first and foremost in those ancient Egyptian timelines. We are now free from these toxic bonds, from that devil type, from those devil type power energies, power game, control, possessive energies, and any and all portals and gateways shall also be closed. And with that, any and all soul contracts and vows shall be null and void, done and finished. It is bunched up, and that will go into the next fire. But all those vows and soul contracts are done and finished. It is done, and so it is. Oh. And the bitter melon gourd, I will actually throw out as well. All of that needs to be disposed of. Well, I will enjoy the chocolate though. But the rest will be disposed of. And by me eating the chocolate, and if you want, you can do the same, that shall cleanse our whole system, our whole digestive system, especially because we are also energetically and emotionally digesting all this stuff, all these energies, and after that they will be excreted out. So you may have some sessions in the washroom where this stuff is actually coming out of you, right? So whatever happens in 4D and 5D is also gonna come out in 3D. So all that stuff now has to come out. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. Oh. Thank you so much, our spirit guides. Please accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. And let the ceremony now be finished. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. And thank you all so much for watching, for being a part of the ceremony and my own healing journey as well. And being on your healing and ascension journey, being part of our collective, and for supporting my channel as well. So, as always, if you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. Bye.